Hello everyone, this is Hank. Today I'm back for another episode of Adobe Camera Raw, and today we are going to talk about the merging to HDR technique. Okay, so for those of you who may not be familiar with the term HDR we are talking about, uh, HDR first of all stands for High Dynamic Range. Okay, unfortunately, that term High Dynamic Range is used differently depending on the context. For example, if you're talking about buying a computer monitor, they often mention HDR, and that kind of HDR is very different from the kind of HDR we're talking here today. So HDR we're talking here today is the high dynamic range of your photo that you would want. Okay, scenario would be you go out, take a picture of a scenery, and the sky is just absolutely too bright. Okay, and your camera don't have enough dynamic range built in the camera to capture it with just one shot. So when you take it, parts of it is just too bright. It's trying to darken it, but still not enough. But the resultant one is like your skies would be too bright and your ground would be too dark and you have kind of a terrible looking photo. Okay, the way you combat that is to take multiple pictures with different exposure. So you take one picture really dark so that your sky is not very bright, correctly exposed for the sky, put it that way. And then you take one be too bright, okay, to make sure that your ground is not too dark. So typically you take three pictures, right? The one correctly exposed according to the camera, one is way too bright to recover the dark ground, and one way too dark to recover the sky. And then you bring it to ACR and you merge the three. Okay, now the key thing is you don't need to be using three, but three is the most common number. Okay, a typical camera allows you with a feature called exposure bracketing or automatic exposure bracketing, and allows you, depending on the camera, either 5, 7, or 9, up to 9 photos that you can do. Okay, in my example, I'm only using three. And then, if you notice, right, this one is supposed to be the bright one. And even though it's a little bright, it still kind of easily get fixed, right? So now this correctly exposed thing looked perfectly fine. So I have very poor example to show you today, and I apologize for that. But in the time frame that I gave myself, I just could not find a proper photo to show you. So I'm rather than showing you something that make a lot of sense, I'm showing you the mechanics of it. Okay, assuming that my highlights are blown and my dark is too dark, but my example don't exactly show that. But anyway, so you have three photos. So my dark photo is a little bit dark, but nothing that you cannot fix. Right? And the middle photo look perfectly exposed already. You don't really need to have a overly bright one. Okay, but you get the idea. Okay, so in order to merge the in this example, the three photos together, I got to select all of them, holding down Shift key and select all three of them. Then you hover over any one of these pictures and you see a three dot thing. And you want to look for merge to HDR. That is basically what you want to do. So when you press that, ACR is going to show you a preview what it should look like as the result. Again, it typically will look better than what you had. Okay, and it gives you like three options. The first one is to align the images because you have multiple images, and I highly recommend that you do that because especially if you're hand holding your photos or even on tripod, the wind might knock it off a little bit. And if the images don't align, you will suffer from not being very sharp because they blurred if they don't match. Okay. The second one is to give you an option to apply the auto settings or not. And this is equivalent to your pressing automatic button on the edit panel or the ACR. It'll do automatic for you. You can unclick it to find out what it looked like, right? Depending on what you want. Okay? In this example, I'm going to leave it on. Now, deghost. This is a term. The default is you turn it off, or you can turn it on low, medium, and high. The deghost feature is to combat scenarios that, for example, if you have scenarios that you got trees and leaves and vegetation that's moving in the wind. So you take 3 pictures or more, and during that time, okay, the leaves and the vegetation will be moving around. And when you merge them together, they will create ghosting. So you can deghost it, okay? In this example, there's nothing moving except maybe the water, and you don't really care about the water moving that much. It doesn't make a very bad result anyway. So you leave it off for here. So once you kind of like that and you already change your option, you just press merge. Okay, and then it will offer for you to save it as a raw file in the Adobe raw format. They call it the DNG or digital negative. Okay, so it will name something for you. If you like that, you just press save, and it will compute and give you an additional photo in the raw format, as I mentioned. So you don't have to mess with your existing photo. You have a brand new photo to do. Of course, at this point, you can fix it further if you want, or just leave it at this, and you're done. Right? All you have to do is like export it to a JPEG or launch it to Photoshop and do something more. That's up to you. So that's basically the gist of merge to HDR feature in ACR, and I think it's a really good feature. In some way, it is better than the one in the Photoshop. Okay, with that, I like to thank you so much for staying with me until the end here, and I would really appreciate a like from you. And if you haven't subscribed, a subscription would be fantastic. Thank you so much. Bye bye.